Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today I decided to make a very cool video, one that I absolutely love to watch other YouTubers make, and that is the 50 random facts about me video. I'm pretty new to YouTube, so not a lot of you guys know me, and I figured that it would be a great way to introduce myself into the YouTube world. So without further ado, let's get started. I actually speak multiple languages. I am perfectly fluent in French. Bonjour et salut à tous mes abonnés francophones. I also speak a little bit of Polish, a little bit of Slovenian, and a tiny bit of Spanish. I am a huge introvert, and because of that I'd much rather spend a warm, cozy night in with a great book instead of going out partying with some friends. I used to have a huge fear of driving, and I didn't get my license until the age of 25, which was actually just a couple of months ago. But now that I vanquished that fear and have my license and a car, I have no idea how I lived without it before. I actually have a prescription for glasses, but I hardly ever wear them. I used to wear them all the time for school because I had a hard time seeing the screen at the front where the professor was, but now that I am not in school anymore, I hardly ever use them. And this is what they look like. I have two siblings. I have a younger sister named Natalie, and I have an older half-brother named Benjamin. My sister Natalie actually has a YouTube channel as well, and she is a YouTube veteran compared to me. She started her channel many years ago, and her channel is called Natalie Loves Beauty. And I will link her channel down below, and you should definitely check her out because she's absolutely amazing. She also has a blog under the same name, and I will link that down below as well. I was a huge nerd in high school. I always loved going to school. I loved learning, and it was definitely my favorite place to be when I was younger, and to be honest, I still kind of like learning to this very day, even though I am no longer in school. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology with a minor in sociology. I have always been fascinated with learning about people. I absolutely hate confrontation. It's something that I've always had a very hard time with. I do think I have improved a little bit, but still it's something that gives me really bad anxiety. I actually trained in swimming for many years. I would train multiple times a week, and I absolutely used to love it. I still enjoy it very much to this very day. I was never a huge team sport kind of person. I spent 10 years as a child and teenager going to Polish school every single Saturday morning for 3 hours. Even though I really didn't enjoy it at the time because my mom used to make me go and I would much rather sleep in and stay at home, I'm really glad that I went because I now speak this amazing language that I wouldn't have known otherwise. I'm actually quite shy when you first meet me, but trust me, as time goes on, I think the crazy eventually comes out and then you really do get to know the real me. I am definitely a type A personality. If there's a stressful situation on the horizon, I can guarantee you that it will be stressing me out like crazy. I do try to make the best of it, but sometimes, yeah, it can be quite difficult to be a type A personality. I am a huge reader, and I absolutely love reading books on motivation, self-growth, self-development, anything that really can help me grow as a person. That is definitely the kind of book that I will be reading. I am extremely passionate about self-development, and that's honestly one of the reasons that I wanted to start this YouTube channel. I definitely wanted to share what I know with others, and I definitely want to learn from others as well. So if any of my content just helps one single person, that'll definitely make me very happy. I am not a big fan of gold jewelry. I have never really liked it. I don't feel like it really blends with my skin tone. I much prefer silver jewelry. So if you take a look at what I'm wearing right now, I have silver earrings on and I have a silver ring on, and that's pretty much what I wear all the time. I absolutely love perfume, and I wear it every single day. I just feel like it really freshens you up, and it's definitely something that I add to myself all the time. Even though I'm not wearing a lot of makeup or I'm not doing anything fancy with my outfit, you better believe that I will be wearing perfume. I literally always have to fill in my eyebrows. I have no eyebrows. Like, they're so thin, and when I don't fill them in, it looks like basically I have no hairs here at all. I do wish that I had more eyebrows, but I just don't. I am 100% a night owl. I have tried to be a morning person and it just doesn't work with me. Honestly, I always go to bed past midnight. That's when I feel the most productive. I know so many people that they wake up super early and that's when they get most of their work done. For me, it's actually the complete opposite. The time between like 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. for me is the most productive of my day. Travel is absolutely my biggest passion. I've been so fortunate to be able to go so many different places in the world already despite despite my young age, and I am very much looking forward to explore so many more places in the future. I cannot stand dry lips, and I honestly apply lip balm like 15 times a day. I absolutely love being out in nature, taking long walks, and one of my very favorite activities is going hiking. When I was a kid, I used to hate olives. Like, I always found them so disgusting, and people actually used to make so fun of me because my name is Olivia. So they used to say, Olivia, how come you don't like olives? And the funny story in all of this is that now I actually really love olives, but I only like the green ones, the ones that have the little red pepper in the middle. Those are the best ones. I don't really like black olives. Go figure. I am actually a huge foodie. I love food. I love trying new foods, and I'm usually not a very picky person, but the one thing that I cannot eat ever, because it's absolutely disgusting to me, is celery. I just can't do it. And when I was a kid, my mom used to try to force feed me, and I would just get sick, and it was an absolute mess, and I still hate it to this very day. Like, if there's celery in a soup and it's blended into it and I can't see it, I can promise you that I will still taste it. So yeah, blech. I really don't like celery. I cannot whistle for the life of me. Yeah, I just can't do it. I really cannot stand extreme heat. I live in a city where it actually gets really humid in the summertime, and I don't have air conditioning in my house. So every single summer, it's really difficult for me because the heat really bothers me. I wish I could be one of those people who says, I love summer and I don't care that it's super hot and warm, I just want to be outside, but I literally actually get sick when it's too hot. I get really bad headaches and migraines, and I get nauseous, so I definitely try to avoid extreme temperatures, especially extreme heat, and that is why I much prefer seasons like fall and spring, just because I am not overheated all the time. I am a huge country music fan. I just love it so much, and my favorite singer is actually Shania Twain. I have loved her ever since I was a kid. She has a new album out, by the way, so if you're a country music fan, you know how exciting this actually is. I love her music, and I'm probably her biggest fan. I can always see both sides of any situation, which can be both a blessing and a curse. I'm actually a very spiritual person. I definitely believe in the energy of the universe, and that it's really important to cultivate positive energy and to have positive relationships in your life, and to really stay away from all of the negative. I think that's really important in order to live a fulfilling and happy life. I absolutely love to dance, and my childhood dream was actually to be a ballroom dancer. When I was a kid, I used to watch the show Dancing with the Stars, and my dream was actually not to be one of the celebrities on the show. My dream was to be one of the dancers. I still really love to dance to this day, but I would probably say that my dreams have changed a little bit. I don't think I will be becoming a pro on Dancing with the Stars, unfortunately. I really dislike horror movies, especially ones that involve spirits. They just really freak me out. I just can't watch them. Once in high school, one of my friends made me watch The Exorcism of Emily Rose, and I swear I didn't sleep for like a month. I was terrified. I am completely clueless when it comes to technology. I don't know how to make anything work. I always have to ask my sister to help me because she's so much better with that kind of stuff. I actually think it's kind of a miracle that I managed to start a YouTube channel and to make a camera work and to make lights work and to upload things and backup things. But hey, I guess you just have to challenge yourself in life and really work on improving the things you have a hard time with. But yeah, definitely not one of my natural talents. My middle name is Louise, which is derived from my dad's nickname, Louis. I love high heels. I love how they look on me, but unfortunately I have very flat feet, and every single time I decide to wear high heels, my feet kill me. I actually have a very nice high heel shoe collection, which I seldom wear because they just hurt my feet too much, but I like looking at them, so I still keep them. I just recently started practicing yoga, and I absolutely love it. It has definitely changed so many things in my life, and I definitely will never go back to not practicing just because of how many benefits I've seen from it. I am not a materialistic person. I much prefer experiences over things. I was born in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and I am so proud to come from this city. It is an amazing place to live. It is so multicultural, and there's always so many festivals and and amazing restaurants and amazing people, and I'm just really happy to live here. And I've been to so many great places already, like I mentioned earlier, but Montreal will always be home. My Hollywood crush has always been Channing Tatum. I think that I've watched Magic Mike way too many times, and I'm kind of ashamed to admit that, but yeah, he is so attractive. When I like a song, I literally play it over and over and over and over and over again until I no longer like that song and no longer want to listen to it. I won't listen to any other song. I'll just listen to that song like a crazy person until I just get sick of it. I am secretly a very messy person, which I think is something that would surprise a lot of people in my life, especially if I'm stressed out or I'm going through something. My room will be absolute chaos and everything around me will be absolute chaos. And then once the stress goes away, I do end up cleaning everything up. But yeah, I am definitely a messy person. I have a terrible fear of heights, to the point where if I have to climb on top of my kitchen counter in order to retrieve something on a top shelf, I get a little bit of anxiety. So anything that involves climbing, I avoid it. I bruise super easily. Like literally somebody could just do this to me and I'll probably have a bruise tomorrow. My face actually blushes super easily. I've been like that ever since I could remember. I think it's actually not as bad anymore, but when I was a kid, it used to embarrass me all the time, but now I just embrace it. I mean, it's a part of who I am. One of my goals in life is to write a book. I am not sure exactly what the book will be about yet, but it is definitely something that I want to accomplish. I am actually a very empathetic person. If somebody around me is either sad or frustrated or going through some kind of difficult emotion, I actually internalize that emotion into myself and I can feel it myself. It can be actually very draining at times to have this kind of characteristic, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. One of my favorite movies growing up was The Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan, Natasha Richardson, and Dennis Quaid. I absolutely loved that movie and I actually still love it to this very day. I've probably seen that movie over 100 times and it's definitely a go-to movie for me. When I was younger, I always wanted to donate blood. It was a big thing for me that I wanted to accomplish. I once mustered the courage to actually go and do it, and I actually passed out after 2 minutes of them actually starting the procedure. It took them about 1 hour to completely revive me and get me back to my normal state, and I was super disappointed. I've been wanting to go back forever, and I guess I'm just kind of afraid now because of what happened last time. Like I mentioned before, I'm a huge foodie, but my top favorite kinds of food are Indian food, Mexican food, and Middle Eastern food. All of those are absolutely delicious. I absolutely love the smell and the taste of anything citrusy. There's just something so delicious about that smell and even about that taste. I don't know what it is, I just absolutely love it. When I was a kid, I was so afraid of nighttime. I used to be afraid of going to bed, and I used to actually sleep with the covers on top of my face. And I remember it being because I was so scared of opening my eyes at night and just seeing something weird in front of my face. I don't know where I actually got that idea from, but yeah, it used to absolutely terrify me. I'm no longer afraid of those kind of things, but I actually did that for years. When I was a kid, I used to have bangs all the time, and it was my mom who would just cut them for me, and it looked super cute. And as a teenager, I actually wanted to get bangs again, and I wanted them to be like side swept. So when I got my hair cut, the hairdresser actually cut it in such a horrible way, and I remember getting home and just crying because they were so weirdly chopped, and it took forever for them to grow back. And ever since that day, which was probably 10 years ago now, I have never attempted to get bangs again, and to be honest, I probably won't. So those were the 50 random facts about me. I hope that you were able to get to know me a little bit better through this video. Please make sure to like this video and to subscribe down below for any videos on fashion, makeup, beauty, travel, lifestyle, life advice. Those are all things that I cover on this channel, and I would love to have you along. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.